Hi, good morning. This is Pranav. I'm basically a DBA who looks after Sybase ASC and MS SQL Server, right? From past 9 years, I'm working on these two technologies. Earlier video, we talked about the backup and different components of that, right? It was with compression, with Stripe. What are the impacts of compression? What are the impacts of Stripe? And other things we discussed. So today we are going to talk about the restoration. Right? When you have taken backup and if you want to restore it to the test environment or some other environment which is requested by application team or development team or support team, so you should be able to restore that backup. So now what should we have as a prerequisite in order to be able to restore the database? Okay. So first thing that you should be having the SA role on that instance. Okay, that's the first prerequisite. Now the second thing that you should have is you should be able to have exclusive access on that database, which means no other sessions are accessing that database, right? So you are the only one who will be accessing the database, and then only you will be able to restore it. Just keep a note that mostly, I mean, it depends on again IO devices and the number of cores and other thing. But generally speaking, restoration or loading database is faster than backup. Generally speaking, now suppose you have like 16 cores in production and you have like only 2 cores or 4 cores, then you can't compare. But if they are relatively equal, like you have 8 cores and you have 4 cores here, or you have 16 cores in production and you have got 8 cores in test or other environment, so it will be generally faster. And as I discussed earlier, that you have no stripe option, and I was talking about how the stripe is linked directly to the number of cores. While loading, this is not a concern. Okay, so suppose you have taken the backup on 6 stripes, right? So you used basically 6 cores or six threads of that server. But when you are loading, even if you have got only 4 cores, that's absolutely fine. There is no issue with that, right? Okay, so that is the first part of it. Now second part is, as we discussed, we have like different compression no syntax. One is with compress first, like you have compress and colon colon the previous one, and then you have new syntax which is with compression or with compression level. So while loading, if you are using the previous syntax like to compress, so if you have used compress one, so the same compress you have to use when you are loading it. If you have used compress 5, so you have to use compress 5 while loading it, right? But if you are using with compression, this is not a concern. You can just load it without specifying the concern, without specifying the compress level. If you have used 1, or if you have used 9, or if you have used 100 or 101, that's absolutely fine. You can use them without specifying the compress level, and Sybase ASC will detect automatically and it will load the database. So that's the good thing about the new syntax, which is with compression. Now about the stripe, I don't think you can make any compromise, because as many stripe you use, that many files will be there. So if you have used 8 stripes, so there will be 8 files. So you have to use them all. There is nothing which you say no, I will use only 6 or 7. There is nothing like you can do any changes in that. So you have to use all of them. So this is part of restoration. Now coming to the restoration up to the point, right? Now you have full backup, you have cumulative backup, then you have transactional backup. If you are coming from SQL Server background, then there is something called differential backup. So differential backup is basically same what you have as a cumulative backup in Sybase ASC. Right? So then we have log backup in SQL Server. So log backup is equivalent to transactional backup in Sybase ASC, right? Okay. Now, if you want to take incremental backup, I mean, if you have full backup running, no only one time in a day, and then you have got some issue in the morning time or in the afternoon time. So how are you going to address that? How are you going to restore database up to that point in test environment or in uh, you may say UAT environment or SIT environment, right? So you have to have configured incremental backup or cumulative backup. So in order to be able to implement cumulative backup, you have to have DB option changed, which is called allow incremental dumps or backup. Okay, so that option should be enabled. Now, when you enable it for the very first time, you cannot take the backup first. You have to take the full backup first, then only you can take you can say cumulative backup, right? And then the third option, which is transactional backup. So if you are planning to take this backup, transactional backup, then you have to disable the option. Again, there is another option which is a trunk log on checkpoint, right? So checkpoint. So if this option is enabled, so then database engine will automatically truncate whenever checkpoint triggers. So if this option is enabled, then you cannot take the you can take the backup for transaction, right? So these two are prerequisite. Again, I am back to the backup, because backup is such a vast topic, such a rich options, and such so many things are there. So restore is something which you are doing not you may say not periodically, but you are doing once in a while depending on the requirement. So if your backup is configured correctly, if your backup is scheduled correctly, if your all types of backups are configured, so then you would be able to be in a state or in a position when you can restore it. Okay. Now with the transactional backup, again, if you have performed something which is non-logged activity, okay, for example, you have select into, if you do so, then this will break the log sequence. Okay, so then in that case, the only option that you are having will be your cumulative backup. Okay, now just keep one thing in mind, that cumulative backup, it is all the changes which has been done from the last full backup. Okay, so suppose you have a full backup scheduled late in the night at 12:30, right? And then you have a cumulative backup scheduled early in the morning at 7 a.m. Then you have another backup scheduled at 11 a.m. So if you want to restore database up to you may say 11:30, and suppose you also have a transactional backup every 15 minutes, something like that. So in that case, you don't need to take the cumulative backup which was taken at 7 a.m. You take the full backup which was scheduled at 12:30, right? And then you take the cumulative backup which was done at 11 a.m. and then you take two transactional backup or two log backups which was taken at 11:15 and 11:30. You just need to keep one thing in mind, that when you load database in a sequence, then you should not issue online command in between, online database name. If you do so, then you stop it at that point of time. So what should you do? You load the first full dump, right? Then you load incremental dump. Then you have to load two dumps of transactions. So once you do that, then you issue online command. So this will help you to reach your database up to the stage which was at 11:30. So this is basically a snapshot of 11:30 a.m. Okay, so this follows. So you have to plan your schedule accordingly for full backup, for transactional backup, and for cumulative backup. Okay, so restoration, as I said, it is generally faster. Okay, only thing is you have to copy the full backup and all these backup from your production server to another server wherever you need to restore it. You need to be able to restore it. Okay, now other thing which I would like to talk about is the options for backup. You have memory option. I mean, you can speed that things up. Okay, so there are many things to talk about actually in the backup. We'll cover more into details. So as of now, this is for the restoration. If you have any question, please do let me know. Okay, so that would be all for the restoration as of now. Thank you very much for watching. Have a wonderful day.